Welcome to Hold the Phone. Your hosts will be with you shortly. Please hold.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to our episode. I'm Anshika,
I'm Shania.
and today our episode is all about freshman advice and high school advice.
Yes. I'm very excited for this episode because we both have a lot of advice to give because we are seniors, if you did not know. Actually, everyone who's watching this is literally a senior.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have a lot of wisdom and wise words to give to the freshmen, or if you're going to be a freshman next year in high school. I think these are really good things to say or to take or to keep in mind is what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Also, like, all our advice is from like our personal lives. Like, we're not professional advice givers, so like, don't like count on anything.
Yeah, that's what I want to say too. Like, of course, like everyone's high school experience like differs from person to person. It's not going to be the same because like when I was an eighth grader and I used to watch like high school advice videos, like some of the advice they gave me like didn't apply to my life. But
Yeah.
it's just like take whatever applies to you and just see how it goes.
Yeah, also on those videos and stuff, they would always say like general things that I felt like were kind of common sense. So we tried to do more specific things.
Yeah. Yes.
It might be easier to like apply to you. But yeah, it also might not apply to you, and that's okay.
Yeah, don't send us hate, please.
Yeah.
Wait, first we should say our best thing that happened to us this week or today and our worst thing.
I don't even remember what happened this week.
I know. Okay, wait, can I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this week has been kind of short. It's already like Wednesday because we had Monday off, so it's like a weird week. But my least favorite thing that's happened is um it's like I have a lot of homework this week, so it's like hard keeping up with that. But we will give you some tips on how to manage your time in this episode. Um, and my favorite thing that has happened is, well, Sabrina Carpenter, who is like my favorite singer in the entire world, she's releasing a song tonight. So I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. And it's like motivation for me to finish my work before midnight. So that's my favorite thing that's happened. Okay, your turn.
Okay. My favorite thing. Okay, I'll start with my least favorite thing too. I didn't get much sleep last night. I haven't gotten much sleep in like a long time, so it's kind of sad. But yeah, that so I was feeling very groggy today, and my favorite thing is that we with us two with our other friends went thrifting, and we got dinner on Sunday, and we had school off on Monday, so that was nice.
Yeah, it was really fun. Guys,
Okay.
thrifting is so fun. Like, if you haven't gone, you should go.
I have mixed feelings about thrifting.
Yeah, I feel like you were just kind of like walking around.
You know, I was just like, I don't get this. Okay.
Oh wait, one other thing that I wanted to say is if you've noticed, for the past like 2 weeks we haven't posted an episode, mostly because we both have been very busy after school because it's we're seniors and we're like it's like college application season and we're so stressed and we have so much homework. But we are gonna try and post an episode every other week. Like that's our goal, right?
Yeah.
That's our goal. Um, like over the summer we were posting like every week because we didn't have like work, but it's a lot more difficult right now and it's like hard to find like even like days when we have time. So we're going to try to do it every other week, and hopefully then you guys will get like better quality podcast episodes from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, everyone's school is starting, so everyone's busy. Y'all probably don't
Yeah.
have time to listen.
Yeah, I don't even think you guys have time to listen to like an hour or 45-minute long episode. So
Okay. Okay, so basically we should start now, right? Yeah.
let's start.
Okay, so I think we're gonna start with schoolwork first and school related like academic stuff, because it's the most important. So do you want to start with
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll start. My number one thing that I kind of like set into motion, like my first day of my freshman year was if I ever got stuck on anything or I didn't understand anything, I had to like ask questions in class. And this is very difficult. It was very difficult for me because like elementary school and middle school, I wasn't like, I didn't talk that much in classes. Like I wasn't very like I didn't like talk to my teachers or anything, but it was like more easier for me because I could just understand content in middle school. But in high school, it obviously becomes a little bit more difficult. So the number one thing you should do is ask a question because like teachers say this all the time. If you have a question on something, another student in that class probably has the same exact question and you're like helping them out by asking the question. So you're not only helping yourself, but you're helping that person out too. So I would definitely ask questions. It is like the best thing you could do. And like I've learned from that, like I have literally like grasped so many concepts or so many like lessons just from asking questions. So that's my number one piece of advice.
Also with that, I think for me, I always think like no, people are gonna judge me when I ask questions and stuff. So it's taken quite a while for me like not to care what people think. But yeah, just like don't think so much about what other people think when you're asking a question. Like literally you're asking a question to understand a concept and that's what matters, not what other people like might think you're dumb because you don't understand something. And also something that helped for me is that if I didn't want to ask a question and I was too shy to ask in class, I literally just went in the morning during help sessions, which is also like a huge thing. Like go to as many help sessions as you can because it'll like it's one-on-one tutoring basically for like before school, which can help you with before a test or before a quiz, or whether you just don't understand a topic that you learned the previous day. And also the teachers will remember you if you do that, and they'll recognize that you're trying to understand the material.
Yeah, I think that's really important about the help sessions because they really do, even though they have a bunch of students, there's very few students who actually come in for help in the morning or after school or during like your homeroom time or whatever. So if you come in during those times when you could be doing something else, they're going to recognize that, and it's like going to set you apart from the rest of the students that they teach. And like sometimes I feel like it plays a really big factor in like in how they like perceive you as well. Like even like if you ever have to ask them for like recommendations or anything, like they'll like give you a better recommendation because they know that at least like you're a hard worker even if you don't have good grades in that class, if that makes sense.
Yeah, also, I feel like sometimes when I ask questions, like a lot of them in a row, I feel as though like the teacher's getting annoyed with me. And like that was like a big thing, but like just don't care because like that's their job.
Yeah, they're literally getting paid to like they're getting paid to teach you. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I would say also a huge thing is like everything I feel is doable as long as you have good time management, which will obviously take some more time. And you have time to build that during your freshman year because you're not taking as many hard classes as you will in like sophomore and junior year. But that's the time to build good time management and not to procrastinate and to build like good skills, so that in later years you have like a good timetable and you finish all your work and you're not stressed and you don't get less sleep. Because I get less sleep like all the time and I don't sleep and it's really sad. But yeah, just don't procrastinate and find time to do your work. Like it seems like you're days are like so stressful and you don't have any time, but like use as much free time as you have to do work. Because I know a lot of my teachers give like 10 minutes at the end of some period, like, and you're like, it's not enough time, there's like 10 minutes, but you can still do your work. Wait, I think Shania wrote something about this. And also chat time, or like our homeroom is called chat time. Don't just go on your phone during it, like literally do your work. Even though it's like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you can still finish stuff. Because I know when I come back from school, I'm like exhausted and I need a break and I need to like eat a lot. So it takes some time before I get to sit down again and do like grind on my homework. But yeah, that's
Yeah. Like Anshika said, literally take every single minute that you have in school to do your work. I know it's like, oh, it's already like third period, like I'm tired, but like you're gonna feel so stressed out when you get back home and it's like 4 o'clock and you haven't started homework and like you're literally stressed out and you have like so much homework to do. But if you do, like, say you have extra time at lunch and you have extra time during your homeroom class, during both of those times you can have completed like 2 things of homework. So then that's already two things of homework that you don't have to do at home, which like saves you time from being stressed out at home, and it gives you like more sleep time. Guys, take advantage of sleep time. Okay, you guys need to sleep, and freshman year is the best time to build on this because like Anshika said, like, so no wait, freshman year I had so much extra time to do stuff. Yeah, like I did have clubs and stuff to go to and I was like involved in extracurriculars, but you still don't have as much homework. So I think if you learn how to build your time management in ninth grade, you will be like, you will be fine for the rest of high school. Because immediately like sophomore year was like so difficult. Like I had to like it was hard. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I don't want to like scare anyone, but it was, you didn't have much time to like do free, like have free time, if that makes sense. So learn how to build time management in freshman year. Um, the next thing that I want to say is, if anything, do your best work at the beginning of the year. Um, this is really important because like your grades, like the minute the teacher puts in the grades at the beginning of the year, like that is a big thing because if you start off bad, it's really hard to go up from there. And I learned that the hard way, and I'm still learning that. But always try to do your best work in the beginning. Like study really hard those first weeks of school, because it will pay off in the end. As you get like towards the end of the semester, you can kind of like free up more of your time and you're going to feel more burnt out towards the end of the semester, and you're not going to want to do like as hard, like you're not going to want to study as much as you did in the beginning of the year. So like try to do your most studying and your most work in the beginning of the year, and I think that will really pay off in the end.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And also, like along with that, I feel like I never did this in middle school, or I don't think I even studied in elementary school. Like, but I feel like in high school, you know, like teachers always say, review your work every day. Like, don't just do the homework, review your notes. I never did that in middle school. And I was like, I don't know what this teacher's talking about. I'm fine. But then in high school, I felt like, especially sophomore and junior year, it helps a lot in your math and science classes to like review your topics every day, because a lot of the times in those classes, the topics build off of each other. And if you're behind one day, then you're going to be behind the next day. And then, like, the whole unit is like you're screwed. So, and like the night before the test, it's like very stressful. So it's like easier if you review every day and like make sure you understand that topic and ask questions as you go along in the unit. Don't like ask all your questions at the end of the unit the night before the test,
Yeah.
which I've done before, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I don't recommend that either. I would definitely like, if you have a test the next week, like start reviewing those concepts the week before. Like literally like do it the week before. Oh, it's raining outside. Anyways, start reviewing. Oh my God, it's so loud. The rain is so loud. Okay.
It's like not raining here.
Really? we live like 2 seconds away. Anyways, start reviewing those concepts the week before and figure out what you're not understanding. Make a list of those things and a list of those problems where you're having like a difficulty in, and show them to the teacher. Email them. That's another thing. Email your teachers if you can't like meet them. Email them. That's like technology is the greatest tool ever created. You have email for a reason. Be respectful in your emails and don't attack them with questions, but like be nice and like to be just like show them and tell them what you're not understanding. I use email a lot. I prefer email than talking to teachers. But that's just because I'm a good emailer. I love writing emails. But some people are better at talking to your teachers. So either way, like
I
do it.
don't like writing emails.
What?
I don't understand how to explain like a whole problem to them within an email.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's easier to talk to them. But that just shows you there are two different types of people and you can do both ways. That's totally fine.
Okay, let's
Writing here now too. Oh, also another thing I want to say about studying is that YouTube freaking saved me, bro. Like even my dad, like whenever I have trouble, he's like, go on YouTube and go to the organic chemistry tutor. That man, thank God for that man. He has helped me in chem and math. And Tyler DeWitt is also another great guy for math. And Khan Academy, I mean, the videos are very boring and they're very straightforward. They're not like, I mean, like, when is math entertaining? But like, he's like very not entertaining, but he gets the message across well. And also, Khan Academy is also good for like any social studies courses. And another thing about social studies, I don't know if this is a good segue, but I'm just going to say it. So, like for social studies courses, especially for AP, like AP World and AP Gov, pretty much any AP social studies course, you're going to be married to your freaking textbook. If you don't have photographic memory, then I'm sorry for you. I mean, like, I'm sorry for myself too, because I don't. But like, try your best to just memorize everything in the textbook and like carry your textbook around everywhere, because it's the most useful thing. Like teachers will probably do like lectures in the PowerPoint, but it's really not enough. You need to know the textbook and you need to take notes. But that's just specifically for AP social studies courses.
Yeah, wait, can I say something? Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
For me personally, like when it comes to math, like I'm not good at math. Like I'm okay, but it's like hard for me to like understand concepts sometimes. Khan Academy has literally saved me so much, so many times in math because they really like he like writes out the problems and he like explains them really well. And I'm a very visual learner, and I feel like in Khan Academy he like draws out things and stuff, so that really helps me. So if you are a visual learner, I think that would help you, especially when it comes to math. Um, for reading and language arts, read the book. If you have a book to read and you haven't read it, like literally read it. And sometimes it's like really annoying to read, but at least like skim the pages from the chapters and like get the main gist, and then you can go through Spark Notes on the chapters that you don't understand, and that will help you. You'll literally get an A on the test as long as you like look at the pages in the book. Don't just go off of Spark Notes. That really hasn't benefited me in the past because 9 times out of 10, like there's always going to be something else to do with the book than just like answering questions about it. So definitely read the book. I'm trying to go through all the subjects. Science, I would also use Khan Academy, especially for chemistry. Like if you're doing AP Chem or Honors Chem or any chemistry, Khan Academy really helps because he also draws stuff out, and chemistry is like very visual, so you should know that. Social studies, like Anshika said, carry around your textbook everywhere. you need it. Like, don't leave it at home. Even if you think you're not going to need it, one day you're going to need it. And the days that you don't think you're going to need it, you do need it. So just take it everywhere you go. Like, I carry around my economics and textbook everywhere. It's a part of me at this point. It's like an accessory. So you need it. But what other subjects are there? Is that it?
Math, science, social studies.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I said all of them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Also, speaking of all the different classes, I think it's important to know that you shouldn't just take a class because it looks good on your transcript. Because I did that, and I literally just think that I've learned not to do that like this year, and it's my last year, so that's great. But yeah, like I think like even before freshman year, I got so annoyed because I didn't get into this class, and I literally cried because I thought it would be like, oh, like all the like I thought it would look good on my transcript, but it literally doesn't matter as long as you get good grades. As long as you like take like a couple AP classes in honors, then you're like fine. The most important thing is your grades. There's no point in taking an AP class if you're not going to get an A or at least a B. So or at least a B. Wait, what?
Yeah, at most a B. If you get a C in an AP class, like,
I'm so stupid. Okay.
It really wasn't worth it if you get a C in an AP class. And it's not because you're not smart. It's just because, like, do not take those classes because you want to appear smart. Those classes don't determine how smart you are. It's not about that. Like, I've taken AP classes, and like some of them have worked for me and some of them haven't. And that's like how you have to, like, it's like trial and error sometimes, but like within the first week of the class, if you feel like you cannot do it, like literally leave, like check out, like do not do that class, like switch to a different class, because otherwise it's going to be too late and you're going to realize like you messed up by the end of the year. And I'm literally learning that right now. So don't do what I did. Don't take a class just because you think you need it on your schedule, or because don't compare yourself to your friends either, because that took me a long time to learn too, because I have a lot of friends who are really, really smart, and I'm obviously not my friends. I can't, like, we all have different qualities that make us smarter or different from each other. And it's not all going to be the same. Like, all of us take different classes for a reason, because we all have strengths in different classes. So don't compare yourself to your friends, because everybody is smart in their own way. I just wanted to say that because I think that's really important to know, especially in high school, because sometimes high school can be very competitive and very stressful. And if you keep comparing yourself to your friends, it's not going to end well. Like, it's not. And you're just going to feel very sad.
Yeah, also, it's like there's no point in comparing yourself to someone if you are like, if you want to do two totally different things and like you want to go to different places. That's like totally fine. You just have to set your own standards and try to beat them. Don't try to beat someone else's standards. I like always like used to say, or like in middle school, I used to think that I had to take all these classes that my sister took, because like she took like all the smart, because she is smart. I shouldn't say that. She's not smart. She's dumb. But like, you know, and like I used to say, oh my God, I need to take this class because she took it. But I really didn't, because she wants to become a doctor. I want to become the opposite of a doctor, whatever that is. So like, I shouldn't have done that. So.
Yes. Okay. The next thing, we're going to finish up with schoolwork soon. I don't even know how long we've been recording for.
This is going to be a long episode.
Yeah, it's going to be a long episode, but it's like very vital that you guys like know everything. Okay. The next thing, I'm just going to go through these like very quickly. Have a friend in every class and have their phone numbers. It has to be like, have one person, even if you're not really good friends with them, you don't even have to hang out with them outside of school. Just talk to them from time to time. Like be okay with them, that you can ask them like if you ever miss that class, you can ask them like what you missed in class that day. This has really helped me. You don't need to like talk to them every single day. You don't need to be best friends with them. But I think I would say that you need at least one person that you can talk to in every class, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's kind of different because I don't really care that much. I mean, if I had no classes with any friends,
Or I guess,
that would be really sad. But sometimes I feel like in my classes, when I don't have friends, I focus more because when I have a friend in the class, I feel like if I ask a question or I don't understand something, I'm always looking to my friend to see if they're like judging me or something because I obviously care more about what they think than like people like strangers think. So when I don't have friends in my class and I ask a question and like I feel embarrassed, I don't care. I forget about it because I'm like, I don't know any of these people. But if my friend is there, I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna know about it for the rest of her life. So yeah, but
I
it's
actually,
so very fun to have friends in your class, especially for like science classes and you have labs and stuff, and more arts classes when you have to like move around. It's not just sitting at a desk.
yeah, I actually agree with that. Um, I think it's like different for every person because I like kind of agree with you that like that happens to me sometimes too. Um, but I would at least like know somebody who has that teacher in a different period or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that really helps sometimes.
Um,
I'm like constantly texting people about like if I missed anything.
yeah, like I don't understand like how I would have gone through like life if I didn't have that sounds so cheesy. That's so stupid. Okay. Like also they're a great like outlet for stress, man. Like I know our group chat it coincidentally always starts blowing up whenever there's a stressful time. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence. There's some correlation between like exam season and activity on the group chat because everyone's freaking out and everyone's sleep deprived and everyone just like wants an outlet to like sound crazy. So they're a great way to deal with stress. And also speaking of stress, there's lots of ways. I know this app called Calm. We were talking about it before. But I know I recommended it to a friend and she said she uses it. I don't know if she uses it more. It was a couple years ago, but also apparently Harry Styles can like sing you to or like tell a daydream. No, wait, a dream. Something to put you to sleep.
No, he reads a story and he puts you to sleep.
It'll put you to sleep. So you know you can't go wrong with that.
I've heard it, but it didn't put me to sleep.
Yeah, his voice is too deep, man.
It didn't put me to sleep. But it did, I will admit that it made me very relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah, there are like lots. Oh, I know my family goes on walks every day. Because we have a dog and my dog demands that my family goes on walks. So I don't go with them every day because I sometimes I have a lot of work to do, but on days I have time, I go and I walk and it helps. I listen to music,
Yes.
like fresh air. Sometimes I mean it's crazy the amount of fresh air that we don't get and we don't even realize. And then I'm like, oh my God, there's a sun. But yeah, going out and like and also like getting your blood flowing and endorphins, you know, all that stuff, you know. But yeah, that's a good way. Also like watching TV and reading a book and listening to music. It's also great. Yeah.
Wait, yeah. For me personally, like there's two ways that really work for me. One is if it's a sunny day, actually, even if it's not a sunny day, I always like to like open my curtains so I can like see like sunlight coming through because I think there's like been a lot of studies that show that like if you have natural light coming into your room or where you're studying or doing work, it like does make you feel better than if your room was just like really dark. But obviously that's a preference thing. Like for me, I like light coming. I like natural light in my room. Another thing that helps me is I like to listen to music, any type of music. But for me, when I'm studying, I listen to either orchestra music, like classical music, or I listen to jazz music. And there's a bunch of like Spotify playlists that are made for that. So I personally listen to Jazz for Steady. That's a playlist by Spotify. It helps a lot. Those are both things I do so I can reduce my stress. And I read because reading helps. And like if you do something that you've been doing your whole life, like I've been reading my whole life, obviously, like everybody reads their whole life. But like if you read for fun, I mean, reading is a really great way to like escape from whatever's going on. That sounds so like dramatic, but it is. It's a good way to like lower your stress.
No, it is. And I feel that TV shows and movies are also a great way.
Yeah.
And also about music, don't listen to any hype songs that make you want to dance.
Yeah.
Because you just end up dancing and not doing your work. So
Yeah, you get distracted.
you listen to soothing music, like she was saying, jazz and classical. But okay, do you want to go to Friends now? I think we're done with.
Yeah, I think we're good with that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it was a good segue. We like talked about stress and Friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But do you want to start?
Okay. I'm going to start off with this category with something really harsh, but I think it's good. I think everybody says this, but personally for me, I haven't like lost many friends in high school. That's just because I've literally been friends with these people since like elementary school. But all I'm saying is, if you do lose a friend in high school, just know that it's like natural, even if like nothing bad happened to cause you losing that friend. I really do think it's a part of life and everything happens for a reason. So if you do lose that friend, it's not because they hate you or it's not because you hate them, unless it is. But just know that like stuff happens for a reason, and if you lose a friend, you're always going to make another friend. I feel like that's really true. Like if you lose a friend, you're always going to make another friend. And sometimes you losing that friend can actually be good for you. And like it's going to happen. If it hasn't happened in your life already, it's going to happen sometime. It's going to happen in college. It's going to happen in high school. And it's like very natural. It's the way that things happen. But on the other side, high school is also a really good time for you to make new friends and like be friends with new people. I personally made friends with new people in high school who I wasn't friends with in middle school, even though we went to the exact same school. But it's just the way that like your classes are set up and you have more classes with these people or more classes with some than others. And yeah, I think it's a good time for friends. And yeah, that I don't really know how to end that, but yeah.
I agree. Also, like I feel like when you're trying to make friends, don't try to make like if you're gonna be friends with someone, it's gonna happen naturally, and it's gonna be like you're not trying. Like don't try again and again to like keep having a conversation if it's not flowing, because I know that I am very fond of my friends right now, and I think that they are of me. And okay, cool. Okay, the thing is that like when I'm with them, I don't try to do anything. I don't care how I look. I don't care like about anything. It's like you can relax with your friends. If you're with your friends and you're always thinking about like, oh my God, what are they thinking about me? Are they judging me? Do I fit in? Well, then you should try and make more friends because that's not nice.
Well, sometimes it can be like you just kind of have to like let loose, and that's easier said than done. Like when I was in middle school, I was constantly thinking about what my friends were thinking, like because it's like natural when you're growing up, you want to fit in with people, and you just want to be like everybody, but you can't be like everyone because you're you. There's nobody else like you. And the best thing about friends is that usually when you're friends with someone, everybody's different from yourself. So it's like a big, cool, like group of like different people, and like it's a big mixture, but you guys all kind of like fit and work with each other. And that's the best type of friendship.
Oh, go.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Okay. Also, I feel like obviously with all the not trying thing, it might not happen at first. Because I know a lot of the things I say to my friends now, I would not say to them freshman year. We have bonded. We've done some bonding exercises through the years, and that's helped open each other up. Wait, that sounds so wrong. But yeah, like basically the conversations that my friends have and I have had recently, it would be so weird to have them like freshman year or something.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take some time to get to that stage. But yeah, just like don't feel bad when you're with your friends because it's the opposite of what friends are or what friends should be. They should make you feel good.
Wait, I have one more thing to add. Another thing is like if you're making new friends, this is really hard to do because I mean, as humans, we like judge everybody like just based on a first impression, but really try to not judge people. Like really, really try to be open-minded when you're meeting new people, no matter what you've heard about them, what you've seen from them, because like so many times like we've had bad days like like if like literally like Anshika, I could have like not been friends with you just based on one first impression, but like obviously like, throughout the years I've like come to know who you actually are, so that's why I'm friends with you. But like don't judge people based on first glance, um because like so many times like it's gonna be like you're gonna be like, whoa, I thought this person was like really mean, but he or she or they is like very nice. So I think that's very important to have an open mind when meeting new people.
Yeah, if you listen to our first episode, you would know that we didn't like each other when we first met.
Yeah, if you're a real fan, if you're a real hold the phone fan, if you're a real
Hold the phonist.
like,
That's not a word. I don't know.
if you're a real phoner, then you would know.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, don't like try to have like 100 friends because that's not realistic. And like it's really just fine to have like a couple of close friends. And I feel as though in our school, I don't know about other people. I know that me and Shania have had some differences on this, but I don't care. I don't feel like there are like I don't feel like there's a hierarchy in high school as much as there was in middle school with like that one popular. I mean, there is okay. Never mind. This is going to okay. Like it's like you don't have to have that many friends, and I feel as though in high school it's a lot better than in middle school because people don't care as much. People just stick to their own groups, and honestly, you don't have the time and there's so many people, you don't have the capacity in your life to care about the other cliques. Stick to your own people, and also you can meet people through other your friends and you become friends with them whether they're close or just acquaintances. You have like who you know, and like the other people know who they know, and that's
Yeah. Dude, personally, like I feel like the reason I don't care so much anymore about like what other people think or like especially like in parentheses like popular people or in quotation marks and with popular people, I don't like care about what they think because I literally don't have the time, I don't have the energy, and I don't have the space in my brain to care about what they think. Like I could care less because they don't like spend any time thinking about me, so they don't deserve like the time, like they don't deserve my time, you know what I mean? So that's
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, I mean, we said this before with like stress, but like, rely on your friends because I could not have gone through some days without my friendsies. So, yeah, just like do that, and like, if you're like off for a day or something and they're like, what are you doing, you sound so different, then you have a mean friends and they're mean. Like today I like slept during lunch and because I was feeling very sick and I wasn't sick, I did not have corona, I'm like I have a headache, But like, yeah, if they would have said like, "Why are you so quiet? You're so down today," then I would have thought that was very mean. But they didn't do that because they're not mean. I mean, well, they are mean, but
We like actually hate you. So
yeah.
okay. Next thing. We need to like finish this up. It's almost an hour. Okay.
Okay.
Hanging out. Wait, I put hanging out twice. Anyways, hanging out. So hanging out with your friends. The best way for me to hang out with my friends and not like be worried or stressed is to do my best to finish my work before I hang out, or at least most of my work. Um, because if you're hanging out with your friends and you're like constantly like thinking about how stressed you are and how much work you have when you get home, you're not gonna like hanging out with your friends is not gonna be worth it. Like that time, like you know what I mean? Like because you'll be stressed out. You won't even have time to enjoy like what's going on with your friends. And that I still haven't learned that because I never finish my work before I hang out. But at least you can try to think about that. It can be a goal for you. And I think like if you do that starting freshman year, it'll actually become easier. So yeah.
Yeah, I have a little anecdote about that, a little lesson for the people. So like freshman year, Raksha, y'all know Raksha. I mean, the people who are listening to this probably the 9 people. Okay, never mind. So like we went to the Niall Horan concert, and I had a bio quiz the next day. So I was literally studying for the bio quiz. Like I was on my phone on the PowerPoint on the unit PowerPoint at the concert, and I was like going over like quizzing myself while Niall was playing. Well, no, it was before he came on stage. But yeah, that like wasn't that fun of an experience. Well, no, the concert was amazing. But like that like 30-minute period when I was like studying when I was at a concert, it wasn't great. So yeah, that was kind of stressful. But like yeah, just like I think the best thing to do for that so you can hang out with your friends and not worry about anything is not procrastinate. So yeah.
I
Um
agree.
wait, also I want to say something. It's not really about friendships, it's just kind of about like social high school
Rules.
daily life.
Yeah.
Don't freaking take up space in the halls, man. Don't move slow. Don't move at like negative zero point 0.5 miles per hour. No one likes it. No one likes it. It happened to me like 3 times today. I had a freaking headache. I was trying to get my paper signed. I was like running around the school to like 3 different teachers, and every single hallway I went, there was this big group of people like walking, dilly dallying. Like they have all the time in the world. I'm like, bro, you have 2 minutes to get to class. Get to class. It's so annoying. Like I hate it. Like don't do it. And don't like if you have a big group of friends and you're standing in the hall, leave some space for the people to go through.
Okay, personally, because well, I know in freshman year, like we used to walk in a group all the time. Um,
Yeah, I mean, like I've done it too. So
yeah, it's definitely something that you learn. But just know that like upperclassmen, they are going to be mean to you if you, because freshmen, it's like natural. They take up space in the hallway. But like if you could not do that, that would be great. Like just like try not to. Like literally, just the first week of school is like your trial. Like just literally walk. You have to get to class. Like what are you doing? Like wasting time in the hallway. Like literally, you don't even have.
I know like our first week of school this year was crazy. I don't know if it was because there were so many people that hadn't been to the school, like freshmen and sophomores, because of Corona. I don't know if it was because people forgot where things are because of we hadn't been there in a year. I don't know if the school size like doubled, but we could not. There was legitimate people traffic, and I never experienced it in my life. And I couldn't move for like 5 minutes. It was like at a standstill, like
And it
the
wasn't
entire hallway.
And it wasn't just one hallway. It was every single hallway at every single time the bell rang. Like it was insane. Um, but like half the time I saw like kids like just talking and like wasting time instead of like actually moving. Just move. Just like go to your class. I'm not gonna get heated. It's okay. I'm fine.
I
It's,
kind of I kind of
it's very annoying. And please walk fast. I hate slow walkers.
yeah.
I'm a fast walker. So walk fast. Thank you. Okay. Um, let's spend a very small time in relationships, mostly because both of us have never been in a relationship. We have no advice on how to get into a relationship. But all I'm going to say is don't feel like you need to have a relationship in high school. We're seniors and we haven't had one, and it's fine. You literally do not need to have a relationship in high school in order to like have friends or to be popular. You don't need to be popular in high school anyways. All you need to worry about in high school is like having a good experience, and having a boyfriend or a girlfriend should like, it doesn't need to be a part of that experience. If you want to have one, okay, but you don't need to have it. And sometimes I feel like it can actually take away from having a good experience in high school. So you don't need to have a relationship. You don't need to have like a high school sweetheart. You still have college. You have the rest of your life to get into a relationship. You don't need to get into a relationship when you're like 17. Okay. Um, you're still learning and growing. You're literally a child. So you don't need a relationship. If you are in one, this is nothing against people who are in relationships in high school, by the way. I'm just saying that you don't need to have one. But people who are in relationships in high school, good for you. You guys are very cute. But like, you don't need to have one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, also I felt like I felt in middle school before I went to high school. I was like I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the show One Tree Hill, but I thought I was gonna be like a Naylee. Like I thought I was gonna meet a couple with like I was gonna be Haley and I was gonna have Nathan. It didn't happen. That's so cringy. I can't believe I just admitted that. But like it obviously, I mean, this is like sixth grade, so like I was 12 years old. But like yeah, like I never felt like I wanted one, nor do I feel bad for not having one.
Yeah.
I never felt like it was a big thing, and I don't think it is that big. It's more rare than you think, because I feel like in a lot of teen shows that I used to be obsessed with, that was like their whole lives, but it's very not realistic.
Yeah.
It's like very rare for people to have not only relationships in high school, but long-term relationships, and no one freaking cares. Like everyone just goes about their day, and half the time you really don't have time for that stuff. So
Yeah, and I think it's a lot harder for freshmen to understand that because and I can say this because I was a freshman once, but in middle school, it's like not a lot happens, not a lot happens like extracurricular wise or school wise. So we are constantly like dependent on drama to like spice up our day. But in high school, like literally, like I don't know who's in a relationship in our school, and I could care less. Like I literally do not care. Sometimes I'm like, oh, like what's the tea? But like it really does not matter like as much as like you think it does. Um, like people are gonna have their own lives, and I'm just like let them deal with it. Like if they break up, it's not my problem, and it really does not matter to me. Unless like they're like my friend.
yeah, unless they're like in like you know them,
Yeah.
with our friends who are in relationships,
Yeah.
there are OTPs.
Yeah. Yeah. But still, like, it's not like you have to like care about getting into one.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I know. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah. Also, like, I would
You know what's fun? You know what's fun?
Yeah.
Like hearing. Wait, actually, never mind. Never mind. Go on.
Okay. I would also kindly ask those of you who do have relationships. Like, I've never been in this position where people have done this, but personally, like, don't like what's the word? Don't make
his face off in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, don't like. Please don't do PDA. Like, please don't like make out with your boyfriend in front of me. Like right in front of me, and please don't like hold up the hallway with like your makeout session. But nobody really makes out in our hallways.
No, okay, but you like always see those couples like by the lockers, like in between periods, like holding. I'm like, get a room.
Get a room just to hold hands, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like, well, actually, I feel like this is kind of cool of them. But people who are in relationships, like how do they just like hold hands like when their teachers are like watching?
I don't know.
I like personally like I would feel like so like weird.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like props to them for not caring.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is getting not school related.
Yeah. Okay. Next. We're done talking about relationships. We spent
Okay, we'll just talk about clubs very, very quickly.
Okay. Clubs, get involved. The best thing you could do is get involved, especially if you want to make new friends, get involved. Do anything that you want. There's so many different types of clubs at school. And you can even make your own club. Anshika and I made our own club that wasn't offered at our school. And we had our first meeting today, and so many people showed up, and it was very happy. I felt like a proud parent. Like, I felt so happy.
So, first meeting of second year. We've had it for a year.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, get involved in whatever you want. If you want to do a club that's not offered, like, make it happen. Like, do it. Another thing, don't do a club just because your friends are in it. It's not worth it, and you're gonna like wish you hadn't signed up. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just gonna end up like not being as involved as you would like in a club that you're actually interested in. So I feel like a good pointer is to like not join 10 clubs, because that number is gonna like very quickly dwindle into like 0. So just like pick like 3 to 4 that you can be committed to for all 4 years of high school. And I know that not all clubs are offered to freshmen, like NHS and stuff. So keep that in mind. But yeah, don't join too many clubs. And I think like a good pointer, I feel like a lot of people have said this, but like choose one club that's charity based, choose one club that is academic based, and choose one club that's a hobby. I feel like I don't know where I've heard this, but I've heard this, like a lot of people say that. So that's like a good pointer if you think it's good. So
yeah, that's a really good balance, I feel like, because then when you're I mean, I know most people like join clubs to like put on their college application, and that's a good thing to have, like those 3 different types of clubs to put on your college application. But if you're not enjoying them, then there's really no point, because then it's just like having another class. So I would really like say like join clubs that you're interested in, but that you will also get like a good benefit from.
yeah.
What else? Is that it?
I think so.
Wow, guys. I think we've like an hour and 30 minutes. No, an hour and 3 minutes, I think this episode will be. My voice, I'm about to lose it because I've been talking so much. This is what happens every single time we record an episode. I literally can't talk for the rest of the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Literally, like if you're a freshman and you listen to this and like you actually learned something, or you're a rising freshman, like let us know. Hit us up in the DMs. I don't really think that any freshman has watched.
I don't think any freshmen listened to us, but it was fun for us. So
yeah, it was really fun. I felt very like I felt like a teacher.
Yeah.
Explaining things. But if you enjoyed this episode, let us know. Let us know if we should do more advice podcasts. This was fun to do.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, so let us know. Our next episode will be coming out not next week, but the week after. So stay tuned. Give us ideas on what to record.
Yeah. We're kind of we're not out of ideas, but we need to think of more interesting ideas. But thank you. See you next.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.